So, Sean, what are your thoughts on Gal Gadot saying that Wonder Woman 3 is in development under James Gunn and Peter Safran's DCU? So, Wonder Woman herself put out a quote, one of these little deals where she said in her communication with them, Wonder Woman 3 is still in development and they are moving towards a third film. So she's got a new Netflix movie coming out in a couple of weeks. So imagine she's doing some interviews, appearing on something. Actually, maybe she's not doing that because of all those strikes. Who knows? She gave an interview where she talked about Wonder Woman. She didn't talk about her new thing coming out. And in it, she made this statement that very clearly implied that she is still Wonder Woman and she's working on Wonder Woman 3 for the DCU. So what do I think about that? I think that it is a very bad idea. I think they need to do a full reboot. This is what I've been saying for a while now. Pretty much since The Flash came out, I've been hard on the level of they just need to reboot the whole thing. This halvesy thing seemed like a bad idea when I first heard it because it's inherently confusing. But as soon as The Flash came out and it was dead on arrival, I think that anything DCEU just has a stink surrounding it. People are willing to give something new a chance, but when you're like, it's new, but not really, it's new, but it's also the same, people are more confused than excited. It's like, well, this is the same games you've been playing for 5 years. Ever since Zack Snyder's been out, you've been doing these games of like, yeah, I mean, we're like, kind of redoing a new Suicide Squad, but it's in continuity, but it's also a reboot. If you're just doing that again, but at a much more dramatic, confusing level where we still have the same Wonder Woman, but we have a brand new Superman and a new Superman backstory, like that's weird and confusing. And people don't want to be confused. They want to be excited about the future of DC. And they keep making these choices that make it really hard to be excited. And I've had people being like, I don't get it. Why do suddenly people don't like Wonder Woman? It's not about her. It's not about Gal. It's about being able to feel confident that something that makes sense is happening with DC. And this feels to most of us like the wrong strategy. A half reboot doesn't make anyone fully happy. Everyone is kind of frustrated when you do that. You find the way to step on everybody's toes, but don't get anyone fully excited about it. And some people are like, well, they've been doing soft reboots like this for a long time. Like, Force Awakens was a soft reboot. Like, a soft reboot is when you kind of continue the continuity but it's meant to be a new on-ramp. So you kind of reset things, but it's not a weird halvesy thing. When you have half your cast stay and their backstory stays and the other half is rebooted, but there was a lot of crossing between these two casts, that's just confusing. It's not clear what that means. It's not clear how that works. It's not clear what the continuity is. It just feels like you're randomly picking some people, which will infuriate all of the Henry Cavill and Affleck fans out there. Because like, what are we doing here? And people will give you a benefit of that if you're doing something new. But if you're just continuing the old thing, but kicking some of my favorite people out, that's annoying. That's frustrating. It's irritating. You can watch all my videos. I'm not like cynical towards the idea of James Gunn doing this deal. There's a number of projects I'm pretty excited about, but this idea that we can't decide if it's a reboot or not, so it's like, kind of not. I think that's a terrible idea. Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.